everyone, welcome back. I hope you all had a lovely weekend, and I'm glad to see that the sun stayed out. That's good. Right, today we are learning about arrays. My turn, arrays. Good job. Right, before I tell you about arrays, let's start with a little bit of counting. Are you ready? Here goes. Today's counting, we're going to do a little bit differently. I thought you could decide how you want to count today. So, you are going to pause the video and you are going to choose whether you want to count from 1 to 100 or count backwards from 100 to 1 or count in twos or fives or tens. It is completely up to you. Are you ready? Pause the video and have a go at counting in any way you want. Hey, welcome back. Good super counting. Let's have a go at Flash 4. So can you see my two 10 frames in the corner? What number am I showing here? Okay, I can't hear what you said, so I am going to talk you through the answer. So I've got two 10 frames. This 10 frame is full, and I know that one full 10 frame means that there are 10. It's a 10. So we've got 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I've made the number 15. Okay, let's look at question 1. There are groups of fish. So first of all, I need to count the groups. And my groups are the bowls. So I need to count how many bowls there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 5 bowls, and that means I have 5 groups. How many fish are in each group? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. I've got 2 fish in each group. So there are 5 groups of 2 fish. Okay, question 2. 1 red bucket fills 3 blue buckets. How many blue buckets can I fill with 2 red buckets? So I know this red bucket fills 3 blue buckets, and I know that this red bucket fills 3 blue buckets too. So I need to add 3 and 3 to find out how many these two fill all together. So 3, add 3, I could put 3 fingers up and 3 more fingers up and count how many I've got all together, or I can count on. So 3, 4, 5, 6. The 2 red buckets fill 6 blue buckets. Question 3. The flower is bricks tall. How tall is the flower? So I've got to count the bricks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The flower is 5 bricks tall. Okay, question 4. 20 take away 2. I know I need to count back to find out what the answer is because there is a takeaway, and that means the number will get smaller. So 20, 19, 18. Okay, well done everybody for having a go at Flash 4, and well done to those who got some of them right or all of them right. Good job. Okay, let's recap over the vocabulary. So some of the words are red, and that means we've already learnt about those red words. And some words are black, which means we are going to be learning those words. And one of the words are green, and that means we are learning about them today. So here we go. My turn, then your turn. Multiplying. Times. Multiply. Lots of. Equal groups of. Double. Arrays. Repeated addition. Oh, what does that last one mean again? Oh yeah, I remember. Repeated addition means when you add the same number over and over again. Okay, let's go on to the next slide. So, what are arrays? I hear you ask. So, arrays have rows and columns. Rows go from side to side or left to right. Columns go up and down, up and down. Okay, I want you to get your hand in the air, and I want you to make a column from going up to down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Can you make an array in the air? Ready? Side to side, side to side. Oh, I did that wrong, didn't I? No, I wanted to say Rose. Let's throw that out of our heads and ignore Mrs. Rose. Let's try that again. So I would like you to put your finger in the air and do a column. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Can you put your finger in the air and make a row? Side to side, left to right, side to side. A column. Up, down, rows, left to right, side to side. Okay, well done. Let's have a look at all the rows on these pictures here. So let's go to the picture of the tarts. So that's one row. Can you see the row there? There's another row. So there are two rows in the tray of tarts. Let's have a look at the chocolates. I wonder how many rows are in a box of chocolate. We've got one row, two rows, three rows, four rows. There are four rows in the box of chocolates. I wonder how many rows are in the donuts. Let's see. One row, two rows, three rows, four rows. There are four rows in the donuts. I wonder which box has the most rows in. Or which one has the least rows in. Right, let's see what columns are in each. How many columns there are in each picture. So let's go to the tarts again. So a column goes from up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. So here we go. There's one column, two columns, three columns in the tarts. Let's go to the box chocolates. One column, two columns, three columns, four columns, five columns. There are five columns in the box of chocolates. Okay, let's have a look at these donuts. Oh, I wonder what donut you would have a nibble on. I think I would eat this donut here. Nom, 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 nom. Okay, let's count the columns. One column, two columns, three columns. There are three columns in the box of donuts. Which picture has the most columns? Okay, let's move on. Next slide, please. Okay, so how many columns and rows are there? So I've got two pictures of windows. Let's count how many columns are on each picture. So remind me, what is a column? That's right, it goes up, down, up, down, up, down. Okay, so let's start with this picture here. One column, two. How many columns are in this picture? There's four columns in this picture. Okay, what about this one? How many columns are in this picture? Remember, they go up, down. How many columns are there? There are two columns. Can you say there are two columns? Can you say there are four columns? Okay, let's see how many rows there are in these pictures now. Ready? Remember, rows go side to side, left to right. How many rows are there? I nearly said columns there. How many rows are there? There are two rows. Can you say that? There are two rows. Now let's do this picture. How many rows are there? There are four rows. Can you say that? Okay. How many windows are in this picture? So I want to find out how many there are all together. So let's break it down. First, we need to find out how many rows there are all together. So remember, rows go from side to side. So let's see. Oh, I didn't want that to. Oh, I could put that on actually. There are four rows. One, two, three, four. Four rows. How many windows are in each row? Can you count? It's a bit like counting the columns. There are one, two, three, four, five. There are five windows in each row. Now we need to find out how many windows there are all together. We could count them one by one, but I know and you know that we can count in fives to find the answer. So, which way do I need to count? Do I count the columns or do I count along the rows? I've got to count along the rows because each row has 5, whereas the columns have 4. So I need to count across. Ready? 5, 10, 15, 20. There are 20 windows all together. Let's say these 3 sentences. Ready? My turn. There are 4 rows. There are 5 windows in each row. There are 20 windows all together. Let's have a go at another picture. So how many shells are there? So we need to break it down by counting the rows. So remember, rows go from side to side or left to right. So how many rows of shells are there? 1, 2, 3. There are 3 rows. How many shells are in each row? There are 3 shells in each row. How many shells are there all together? You could count in threes if you are able to count in threes, or you can count them one by one. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There are 9 shells all together. Okay, let's have a go at saying these sentences. My turn. There are 3 rows. There are 3 shells in each row. There are 9 shells all together. Good job. Okay, activity time. I wonder whether you can find any arrays in your house. When you found an array, have a go at saying or writing these sentences. So there are rows, there are in each row, there are all together. Let me show you what that is. Look at all these arrays I found around my house. So I'm going to have a go at saying this array here first. So how many rows are there? 1, 2, 3. There are 3 rows. How many in each row? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. There are 2 in each row. How many are there all together? 2, 4, 6. There are 6 all together. Okay, I'm going to have a go at doing this one in my book. First of all, I need to write the date, which is the 27th of April, which is the 4th month of 2020. So how many rows are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 rows. That's what I need to write in my book. There are 4 rows. Okay, how many in each row? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. In my book, I need to write there are 3 in each row. Okay, how many are there all together? 3, 6, 9, 12. Oh, I can count in threes. I wonder whether you can count in threes. There are 12 all together. It looks like we've got someone spying on us again. Right, have fun. And I can't wait to see what your work looks like.